My name is Andrew Evans. I'm a travel writer. I live in Washington, D.C., and my first book and best-selling book is Ukraine. It's a very hard question for me because Ukraine is such a huge country. There's so much there. It depends a lot on the mood you're in. But for me, the place I miss the most, the place that I have in my mind that I want to get back to the most is probably Odessa. I just love Odessa. I love the city. It's so exciting. It's so raw. It's so fast-paced. Culturally, it's one of the richest places on earth. And it's completely undiscovered outside of that part of the world. So I love Odessa. I would hop on a plane there any minute. And every time I go back to do research, I always allot 3 or 4 days for Odessa, and I end up staying for 2 weeks because it's such a great city. Besides Odessa, I love the city of Lviv, but very particular things inside. My favorite place in Lviv is Lychakivsky Tsvintar, the cemetery, which is so historic and so beautiful, and it's in a forest. So I think it shows kind of all of the history of Ukraine, a lot of the sadness, a lot of the beauty, but it also shows the nature of Ukraine, which are these incredible forests. So it's one of my favorite places to go. I love, number 3, I'm just going to say all the villages of Ukraine, because they're all wonderful. They're all so different, and they have so much personality. So I'll name a couple, but these all count as number 3. One is Dikanka in the east, which is just outside of Poltava. It has a strong literary history. This is where Gogol wrote so many stories, and it's remembered in those stories. But even today, it has that same kind of mysterious Ukrainian country village feeling to it. The people there are wonderful. It's so much fun to just sit on a bench and watch everything as it happens, the geese in the ponds, the church bells ringing, the people working in the fields. Another village is Berezhany in the west, Rakhiv in Zakarpattia, and Medzhibizh as well. Those are all some of my favorite villages. And then in Crimea, Bakhchisarai, which is such a small and hidden place, and yet the whole world's history is wrapped up in that very small village. And you have the 3 great religions of the Holy Land are right there in Bakhchisarai as well, dating back 1,000 years. So number 4, I'll say the Dnieper River, but particularly the island of Khortytsa, just outside of Zaporizhia, which is an incredible nature park next to the contrast of industrial Zaporizhia, which is so black and gray and gigantic and noisy, right next to this incredible nature park that's so clean and so pristine, and the Dnieper River in the summer, which is so clear and beautiful, and Khortytsa Island, which is also the whole history of Ukraine on a single island. You can walk there and not hear a sound and just smell flowers and listen to the bees buzzing and the birds singing, and it's incredible. So it's number 4. Number 5. Number 5, I'm going to say Sevastopol, just because it's another corner of Ukraine that's so different from the rest. You have these bright white alabaster buildings everywhere that date back to the era of Catherine II. You have these ferries that you can get on and ride around all of the different, these are water ferries that people can get on for basically free, and you can ride back and forth through the different canals or the inlets. It's sunny all year round. Even when it's cold, it's sunny in Sevastopol. The sea is beautiful. You have the navies there, so it brings a whole, it's like being in Annapolis or like being in Portsmouth in England. It's a very exciting place.
Thank you very much.